I just want to say, do people really know what it's like to be alone or to be counted as dead while you're still alive and healthy and have a lot to offer? I mean, not just by the world, but by those who are supposed to be closest to you. Does anyone really understand what that feels like? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really get to choose your family. That's just something that's you're born with or around, whatever, or I guess friends you can, choose, but does anyone really know what it's like to not ever get a hug from anyone, that's in your circle, supposedly, to not ever get a call? I mean, I'm not talking about days, folks. I'm talking about weeks, months, years. The only time you ever hear from people is when you're the one that initiates it. So basically, that's meaningless. All right? I mean, you look at like court TV and all this and that, and I'm talking like these felons, these really bad, awful people, even when they're in court about to be charged, for the most outrageous crimes. You notice how their family is there for them? Even when let's say they get out of jail or prison or whatever. Their family's always there for them. Well, let me tell you something, folks. My record is like white as snow. White as snow. I could walk into an FBI building today, and they'd say, "Sonny, get out of here. What you doing here?" So to have done everything right, as far as never crossing the line of criminality or hurting anyone, whatever. And to yet be buried before I'm dead. It almost seems cruel, but I guess to others it seems justified, I mean, maybe there's something about me that... But then I look at other... you always... When you're alive, we're always comparing ourselves to others. And all I'm saying, I see people like Ozzy Osbourne. He was a drunk. He did all kind... did cocaine, all kind of weird stuff. His son loves him right there. Boom. His parents, whatever. Friends. Or you just name it, Johnny Cash, all of them, all these stars, Iron Maiden, all of them when they were on tour, all these rappers, that say the most vile things on stage to millions, and they've done things that I would never think of doing, but yet they're loved, folks. So what is it? Am I just cursed to be in a circle or a pool of, I don't know, an orbit of whatever? I don't know. But that's all I'm saying, folks. Is that, most of you will never know what it's like to basically be buried while you're still alive. And then, and then wonder why sometimes you lash out. Because what else are you going to do? You're trying to live. That's just called having emotions. When you feel like the whole world and your family, whatever, has forgotten you, what else are you gonna do? When you feel like, well, what do I got to lose? And then the same people that abandon you and don't even so much as ever even, like, I could have died 10 years ago, 5 years ago. And it's like, so how am I supposed to look at these people, folks? You know what I'm saying? I could die tomorrow and no one would give a whatever. So I'm supposed to have affection and, but anyways, we all bear our own weights in this world, and, but I still want to tell my own story here. I got a lot more to tell.